Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Lauren and I do videos on fashion and beauty, and I do post a weekly vlog every Wednesday. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and also turn on my post notifications so you get a notification every time I upload so you don't miss a video. And make sure to comment down below what other videos you guys want to see me do. I know this video has nothing to do with fashion or beauty, but I'm just doing it because I thought that you guys should know more about my life, so it's another story time, and I feel like my last story time did pretty good and all you guys really liked it. So yeah, let's not keep this intro too long and let's get into the video. Alright guys, so this next part of this video, it's not super scary, but it's just kind of I don't know, I was creeped out just when it first happened, you know, because anyone would be. But let's take it all the way back. So I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how my car got shot at and the windows got shattered and stuff. So before I start the story, I'm going to show you guys the pictures right now. So then that'll be you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And okay, so back to it was the week before Christmas, and I was at work, so I was at Maurice's, and nothing that time has anything to do with this, but we were open until 10 instead of 9, so it's a school night, you know, we had to stay there till 10:30, and I'm already okay, I just want to go home and go to sleep, because I'm usually asleep, if I don't have work, I'm asleep by 9:30 on school nights, and if I do have work, then I'm asleep by 10:15 on school nights. So I was okay, you know, let's just go home. And it was the only night during the week that I was working and everything, when I had school, till 10. So then we close up. I was working with Whitney, I believe, and we close the shop, you know, and everything. And then we're walking out, and it was kind of getting colder, but it didn't start snowing until Christmas Eve or Christmas this year. And it was cold, so when I was walking to my car, it was my car, and then Whitney's car was on the opposite side, so she had to walk around my car. And so then I'm walking up to it, and then I noticed that on the ground, right by my car, there's a bunch of glass, and I'm well, someone dropped something right by my car. I wasn't not thinking at all that the windows were shattered. And then I look up, and I'm opening the door, and for a second there, I just thought that it was ice on the window. Just first of all, because it just didn't come to my head that my windows could have gotten shattered. And then second, I mean, I said, it was kind of cold, where it was 10:30 at night. So I was just thinking that it was ice on the car. And a lot of people don't get why I thought that, but it was just when I looked at it, I don't know, it was just really weird. And then I was looking at the window as I was opening it, and there was this big circle in the middle, which you guys saw in the pictures. And I was super confused. And then I looked down in the seat, and there was glass all over the seat, which also you guys saw in the pictures. But so then I was freaking out because I was thinking that someone was after me, and smashed my car. I mean, it was my mom's car, but everyone knows that I drive that car, you know, because there's a big smiley face on the back and everything. So everyone knew that it was Lauren's car, even though I know it was my mom's, but I just call it my car because I drive it to work all the time and stuff. And so then I shut the door, and then because I wasn't thinking, because it was literally I was freaking out and going what's going on. So then I shut the door, but then the glass shattered more. And then I run over to Whitney's car, and I'm going this in her car, because she got in her car, and then she opens it, and then I was my windows are shattered. And I was freaking out because I literally thought that someone was after me. So I was looking around to make sure there was no one near the car staring at us. So then she was what? And then so she gets out, and then she runs around, and then we realized that both of the windows were shattered. So the driver's seat and then the back seat behind the driver's seat were shattered. And so then we were we were I mean, both scared because you know, we were out in this parking lot alone at night. And so then I instantly call my parents, you know. Okay, so I text my mom every time I'm leaving work, on my way home, and especially because of this too, and just in a car accident. So if she knows you know, that it takes me 10 minutes usually to get home. So I just texted my mom literally like 2 minutes ago, and then I like called her, or I either called the house or her phone, because like it was like 10:30 at night, and she always like usually like stays in the living room until we get home, but she kind of sometimes falls asleep. But I think I called the house, and I was like shaking when I was on the phone, because like, you know, like you walk up to your car and your window shattered, like you don't know what's going on, like, and stuff. Nothing was taken out of the car, but like still, like you were just like freaking out. And then she like answers it, and she was like, Lauren, and I was like, the windows are shattered, and she was like, what? And I was like, the windows on the Jeep are shattered, and I like couldn't really talk, like I was like shaking so much and like stuttering. And then she was like, oh my god, like, okay, like, you know, like we'll be on our way and stuff, like, because it takes like 10 minutes to get there. I mean, like I know in like an emergency, like you could probably get there in 5 and stuff, but like, so I mean, it took them probably like 7. And so then like we go and sit in Whitney's car, like first of all because it was just cold out, and like just like, you know, and stuff like that. And so we go and sit in Whitney's car, and then I called the non-emergency police just because like no one was hurt in the situation and stuff. So then like I called them, and then they're like, okay, yeah, like a responder's on his way. He got there like literally the same time my parents did. But when we were waiting in Whitney's car, there was another car like parked like closer to Maurice's. We had no idea what was going on, but he worked at the store next to Maurice's, and he came out, and then like it looked like he was like looking at his car super weird. So then we got out, and then like I kind of said it like super loud. It was either Whitney or Nar said like super loud, like, hey, did something happen to your car, like type thing. And then it was a kid that went to my school, and he was like, yeah, like it looked like it was like not, it like was just like scraped on the side, like it didn't look like keyed, like it looked more like someone like literally just like probably like hit it and like scraped it and like everything. So then he called his mom, like even like his like, you know, like he could still like drive home and everything. But so then like my parents pull up, and then like the cop pulls up and everything, and like my like dad gets out of the car, and he was like, oh, like, oh my god, like, and like they thought that when I meant like shattered, like it was just like a little like shatter, like because like back like a couple years ago, like a rock hit the windshield, and like it just like shattered it like a little, where like the glass like didn't break, and like they were not expecting it to be like that. And like it was like it was just like really like a bad like shattering, I guess you would call it, because like the whole window was like shattered for both, like, and it was like, and there was just glass like everywhere, like all in the car. Like we couldn't like literally drive it home, like I mean like you had to sit on top of glass then. But like, so then the cop, he was like, oh yeah, like this has been going on all night. And we were like really confused. We were like, what? Like, and he said that because Walmart is like in like where Maurice's is, like in like a strip thing. And he said that like some kids like stole a BB gun from Walmart, and they had like a I'm gonna say it so wrong, like an air cartridge or something like that, and it's like something that makes the bullet go like as fast as it would if it was like a real gun. And they like were driving through the strip mall like shooting at cars, but then only 2 cars like actually got like windows shattered, or like it was my car, or my mom's car, and a car in like a different neighborhood. They got like their window shattered, and then their tires were like flat, like and stuff, so they had to get their car towed. But like everyone else's was just like shot at, like the windows didn't shatter. And so then he said that like it's been going on all night, like they have the kids, you know, like, and they shot up like so many cars, like, and everything. And then they looked at like the Jeep more, and like they on the body work, like it was shot at too, like you could see like little like bullet wounds type thing, like dents and everything. And so then like the guy was like, yeah, like we'll know more like once like they go to court type thing, you know, and stuff. So then like they like the guy like knocked out like all of the glass like on the window, just so, like my mom could drive it home, because we couldn't leave it there like at night, like especially with the windows like all open like that. Like not that we had anything like too special like in the car, like, you know, like we would have been smart to take it, but still. So then he like knocked all that out, and then we had to like sweep all the glass like out of the car onto like the parking lot. And then my mom had to, I mean like any of us could have drove it home, but my mom just did. She drove it home like literally in the cold, like wrapped up in blankets, like sitting on blankets and stuff, like with no windows on the one side like that she was on. And then like we took it home, and then like 2 days later we got like our window fixed. So I mean, like, it like wasn't that long that we were out of car, but it was just like, it was a really scary moment, because like I was thinking that I was like getting like attacked, you know, and stuff, like someone was coming after me. I mean, like, I'm happy that like that's not the story, but like, I mean, it's like and stuff, but like if I would have been like sitting in my car like on break, like, because it happened like around like 7 o'clock, I think it was, like he said that like that's when like they like stole it, and since I'm right in that area, it was probably around like 7:10, you know, so like, and that's sometimes when people take breaks like at night there, usually it's before that, but it's just like, if I would have been sitting on like my, like sitting in the car on my break, like I could have gotten like shot with a BB gun. Like, I know it's not a real gun, but it's just like still like, and so but yeah, so like they have like all the kids, I mean, they like they just have to go to court like every like blah 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 days or something like that, but like they shot up like probably, I think it was like over, not shot, but like they shot at like over 200 cars, like, and everything, but yeah, and like the next day, like I like went to school, and like I would like tell my friends like, yeah, like, and then I'd show them the pictures and stuff, because that, and like I don't know, it was just like like very weird that it happened to me, but it was just like I'm just glad that someone wasn't like attacking, like, you know, like after like me or my mom. Alright guys, so that was the story on how my car got shot at, but I hope you guys all enjoyed this like story time. I actually really love doing story times. I probably have a couple more planned coming up here. I know they have nothing to do with fashion and beauty, but I'll still give them to you. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.